I love animation and I love Helena Bonham Carter even more, so I'm not entirely sure why it's taken me quite this long to getting round to discussing The Clown. This is the 2020 film. It's also called Quentin Blake's Clown, based, of course, on the story by Quentin Blake. And this is a 20-minute animated version of Quentin Blake's Clown. It's narrated by Helena Bonham Carter and directed by Luigi Berio. And I have to say, it's quite sweet. It's quite delightful. It's about this toy clown, and the design of the clown is pretty brilliant. He's mostly wearing white, but he has colourful accents. He's got a colourful hat. He's got gloves on. There's kind of ruff or collar around his neck. So visually, he's quite appealing. I'm not sure if they've merchandised the clown, but it wouldn't surprise me if there are soft toys and things. He definitely has a very not that scary appearance. But despite not being scary, he's clearly not a beloved toy because he's cast aside in the rubbish with a lot of other discarded toys, and he doesn't want to be thrown out. So he clambers out of this pile and goes on a journey to try and find himself a new home. And he meets various children along the way, and there's this lovely moment where it's explained that the clown loves telling children's stories and entertaining them, and it's such a sweet way of having a window into his soul. He's a very likable character, and he gets himself into some pretty interesting situations. Mistaken identity. At one point, he's mistaken as a child, but I won't explain why that is. And it's ultimately a quest for him to find a new home and for somebody to love him the way he presumably once was. It's a very sweet story. I think the clown is a very likable character. He's not too scary, so for young children who are perhaps scared of clowns, I always was, it's definitely not going to be a scary clown. It might actually allow them to think of clowns as entertaining characters and think of them more favourably. You could also do an analysis on this about how this clown, the character who exists to entertain other people, is actually going through what is clearly a state of depression, where he's cast aside, he's unloved, he's trying to find a new place in the world, trying to find new purpose. He's obviously not the most joyful clown at the moment. The style of animation is beautiful. Obviously, it's Quentin Blake's illustration style, and the movements are fluid and very pleasing. The colours are gorgeous. I really enjoyed it. If you have 20 minutes spare, head to Channel 4, at least in the UK, and watch Clown, or Quentin Blake's Clown. I have to say it's rather delightful. Even if HBC didn't narrate it, I would have enjoyed it. But she's definitely the cherry on the icing on the cake. It's really sweet, definitely worth checking out.